We're inching towards the start of the NBA season. It's August 29th, and we're still waiting for the Sixers to hire a new GM. Now, in talking to our Adrian Wojnarowski, 76ers managing partner Josh Harris didn't rule out leaving Brett Brown in place for the coming season. Now, Derek Bodner of The Athletic wrote a piece that said the Sixers search may be too narrowly focused. Now, Brian, what are the Sixers even doing with their GM search?
Okay, well, first off, I appreciate Josh Harris, an owner, going on the record with Adrian Wojnarowski. I really appreciate owners doing that. Secondly, I recognize that the Sixers were thrown an incredible curveball. And all the things that you plan for, you don't plan for what happened to Bryan Colangelo. Having said that, I'm really mystified by the fact that they have now if you're not going to hire a GM and you're going to stick with Brett Brown, then just say that. Just say this is the way we're going to do. Instead, they're saying that we're still not solidified in what we're doing. They've promoted a whole bunch of guys in their front office, but are not saying, hey, you're going to get to run the show long term. And they openly say we don't want Brett Brown to be the general manager, yet he's now doing it. And to be honest with you, the Sixers did not have a great summer.
No, they lost a lot of shooting.
The Celtics naturally got better. The Raptors got better. And granted, they can't make LeBron sign with them, but they basically added Wilson Chandler in a salary dump, and they bring essentially back the rest of the team. They're going to hope to naturally improve, but this was an opportunity with cap space, high draft picks, and they got a bad break. The guy that they drafted, Zaire Smith, broke his foot. So they got it was not a good summer for them, and I don't think they handled their GM search the correct way.
They punted on the summer. I mean, that's what it boils down to, because they didn't put themselves in a place where they could go after LeBron or a high-name guy. The issue to me, guys, is in the next few months, it wouldn't bother me if they don't make a change. It's what happens going into next summer. You have to have the guy or the woman who goes into the room and says, this is where you want to be. This is where we're going to win titles for the next few years. You have to have that person you feel comfortable in recruiting other players. And they have to make that the right decision. And if they don't, or they're not ready to right now, I don't blame them for pumping the brakes.
And here's the other thing, in Woj's story, he said that they really only targeted GMs who were hired by other teams.
They prefer also to find an elite talent.
Right, well, they tried to hire Daryl Morey. He said no. But why are they just now starting interviews with guys who are not working for other teams? That seems to me because even if they found a great candidate tomorrow, you're putting him behind the eight ball, bringing him in at anything less than the start of the summer.
Nick, to your point though, you're saying you wouldn't be disappointed if they waited to at least the end of the season. But I mean, right now it's the Sixers and Celtics at the top. I would feel like mid-season trade deadline, you have to have a GM in place to be able to catch up with the Celtics.
I think it's too late now.
Yeah, I think it's done for what you really want to do as far as recreating the roster. The key will be the summer. Can you bring that person in who's going to be the game changer along with Simmons and Embiid?
You know what, Nick? This was the summer LeBron moved. This was the time to make your move. And maybe the greatest general manager in history, maybe if Red Auerbach came back and did it, he couldn't have done any better. But we'll always never know. We'll always never know if the Sixers had a stronger general manager in place, whether or not they could have done more this summer.
Maybe we could check some of those burner accounts and see if we can get any information.
Don't say burner account in Philly.
Okay.